Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is another beautiful day. All right, this is the Independent Minds for Better Liberia. I'm sorry for the little delay. You know, tomorrow is election day in Trenton, and I will be I'm hosting and two beautiful candidates, smart Liberians who are in the race for the presidency and the vice president for the Liberian Community Association. You know, the association been around for a very long time, and there have been a lot of problems. But the young people have decided that, listen, we cannot sit back and allow things to happen or to just allow the communities to go down to the drain. So this time around, we decided that I said we will put ourselves into the race. The two candidates are young on both sides. They are all Liberians. There's no political parties because whenever one person wins, you just have to work with the other one. But today we'll be having one of the candidates that I believe has everything in their corner, and Abba Jiple and Kokro. I can always call her one Wolo, her first name. But good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and brothers and sisters. The Liberian Community Association welcome this special leadership forum hosted for two candidates seeking to serve Liberia, to serve our community. Hello. You in the background, I know. Okay. There are two groups of team in Trenton, one headed by Watson and the other one by Chipley. But after going through everything, I believe that the Chipley team has everything it takes to lead the community because I see what they have been doing. Tomorrow is election day, and you must take a side, but not to take a side because you think you know this person. There's no relationship between and us. If I was only looking for a friend, then maybe I would go to Watson. But I believe that the Ghibli team is much better off and prepared to lead. There's not because of no reason. One, I know Ghibli, I have seen him, I did some research. And the other people on the other side, yes, they are good Liberians. They are all good people. Don't get me wrong. Because if Watson wins, Ghibli will have to work with them. If Ghibli wins, Watson will have to work. So this time around, we want unity. We want unity. We're not just going into the election tomorrow like what happened. And I know some people feeling discouraged because the past election, there were a lot of time put in. Liberians came from all over to show up. But I will be fair to say that Anthony disappointed a lot of people. And the Anthony and Massacre administration disappointed the Liberians because Anthony and Massacre, he ended up resigning and everybody started doing their own thing. And today, to get people to come and vote is not an easy thing. It's not easy to get people to vote. So if you're listening to me, I want you to share this video. Let everyone know. Leadership starts from our community. It starts from the home into the communities before going. We'll be going home one day. We will go home. We want to see good things in Liberia. But there are a lot of good Liberians in this country, young Liberians who want to show their talents. And as a citizen of Liberia, yes, we live in America. And if you live in the area and you have registered because the registration closed already, and if you know you register, do everything in your power to cast your vote. Cast your vote. If you're working in the morning, you can come back in the evening because the polling station will close around and 8 o'clock. We shouldn't be like the people in Liberia who sometimes they don't want to vote. They say, no, I'm not voting because my vote they will not count my vote. No, they will count your vote. They will count your vote. So I'm waiting for the team. As we prepare ourselves, I want you to share the video and I'm going to share it myself. But before that, let me play you a quick little music. Just listen to the words in this music.
One Liberian community, lead the way. Team G play. It's time for change, it's time to grow. It's time to plant good seeds and watch them grow. Oh, every voice and every vote, lift up our community, keep it afloat. Team G play. From the old to the young women and children of our community are our pride. Respect the people, hear them when they call. One Liberia community, one Liberian home for all. Team G play. One people, one community, let's rise and stand. Hand in hand, we make the plan. New ideas, a brighter day. Together now, we lead the way. Team G play. Say no to drugs, say yes to peace. Build a future that won't decrease. Love your neighbor, lend a hand, that's how we grow a stronger community. Team G play. Touch one life, touch them all. Stand together, never fall. We are brothers, we are one. Work together till the work is done. Team G play. No more hate, no divide. Keep the hope and keep the pride. Walk together, run the race, build a better, stronger play. Team G play. One people, one land. Let's rise and stand. Liberia strong, united we stand. With one love, we move ahead. Peace and progress, our daily bread. Team G play, say, God bless you all. God bless Liberia. Vote G play and Warlord. Vote up and down on. Community, one future. By Munir Keshen, the general. The general says, vote Team G play. The time is now, it's our time. Let's build the Liberian community together. Team G play. One people, one community, let's rise and stand. Hand in hand, we make the plan. New ideas, a brighter day. Together now, we lead the way. Team G play. It's time for change, it's time to grow. It's time to plant good seeds and watch them grow. Oh, every voice and every vote, lift up our community, keep it afloat. Team G play. From the old to the young women and children of our community are our pride. Respect the people, hear them when they call. One Liberia community, one Liberian home for all. Team G play. One people, one community, let's rise and stand. Hand in hand, we make the plan. New ideas, a brighter day. Together now, we lead the way. Team G play. Say no to drugs, say yes to peace. Build a future that won't decrease. Love your neighbor.
Okay. Wallo, you there? Wallo? Wallo, the vice presidential candidate. Wallo Kokro. Okay, I guess they are still in the back. You know, there are a lot of work going on today. They're making calls. They're trying to make sure that everybody have the time to vote. It's not an easy thing. It's a hard work. Yeah, it's hard. And they've been calling people. So please, if you register, make it your duty. Show that loyalty. Go and cast your vote. Cast your vote and do what is right. There are a lot of other Liberians who are contesting for other positions. Like if you look here, you will see they have board members. I think it's not showing on the other side. Let me see. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 board members and vying for. So the other team, they got 10, 10. So you can vote either side. If you think you can go on the other side and find a board member, yes, you can go ahead and vote. But they put themselves into a team. So what they're saying that vote up and down. Yes, you gotta vote. You can vote for them separately, but they're on a team already. They're on a team already, but in the future we'll fix it. I don't think it's necessary to form a team like this. But anyway, that is what they intend to do. You can't say anything about it. So guys, I'm waiting for them. So let me give you guys some music since they still making the calls. You see, I left to my side of the bargain. We came to 7 o'clock and I decided, yes, I've pushed everything aside just to be here by 7 o'clock. So, but it's not bad. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
The general says it's time to put Liberia first. Liberia, my people, it's time to wake up. The future is in our hands. Put Liberia first. Put Liberia first. Not for sale, we know our worth. No more rights to buy our voice. Stand up now and make the choice. Put Liberia first. Put Liberia first. One people on this earth. United we stand, divided we fall. Liberia rise. This is our call. Liberia rise. Citizens be strong, be wise. See the truth with open eyes. No let politician play your mind. Your vote not power, no leave it behind. From the village to the city street. Hard times make it hard to eat. But your future worth more than that. No sell your vote for bag of rice. My brother, my sister, think twice. We done try the same.
Okay. That's a beautiful thing. And don't sell your vote for bag of rice. If you're in Liberia, this is the Independent Minds for Better Liberia. Today I will be we're having a conversation. It's not even an interview. It's a conversation with a group of young men who tomorrow you will see their pictures on the ballot if you have registered already. And tomorrow we want you to go out there to cast your vote. And I say that I made it clear that I'm in support of them. And I know the two groups, but this is not about friendship. And I consider Watson to be my little brother. But in life, you got to weigh the two sides and understand which one is more prepared to take the community from A to B. You know the history of the communities. And the other time we had a long election and everybody had a lot of things. They put everything in, and the Anthony government let the community down after all this. The Community Association of Central New Jersey and Metropolitan area. It's not just about politics, title, or election. Tonight is about service, vision, unity, and the future of our community. A strong community does not grow by accident. It grows through leadership. And that is what I saw in them. True leadership. I've been following them. I've been seeing what they're posting. Yes, you might say, oh, they are young people. Yes, they are young, but they have brains. They grow. It's not by accident. If whatever you put into leadership is also like sacrifice, organization, the people willing to stand up and serve others. That is why tonight matters. We are honored, and I'm honored to have with us the presidential candidates, vice presidential candidates, and board members who are presenting themselves before the community to earn your trust, your confidence, your ultimate vote. They want you to vote for them. This evening, we will discuss important issues affecting our communities. And as time goes by, once you give them the opportunity, they are prepared, they are willing. Because, it's like the real general election in America. You listen, sometimes you see one white dude calling you to vote, and I'm surprised. That's the same thing they're doing. They put in everything. There's no pay. And I tell people, that is where you see true patriotism. To live your daily basis, your life, you're supposed to be working to take care of your family, and you volunteer your service to serve in your community. Trust me, there's nothing else greater than serving. There's nothing, because I was there before. President of Liberian Community, South Jersey, I know what it means. I know what it takes. You sometimes abandon your own family. You sometimes fight with your wife because you got to satisfy the people, because it's a sacrifice. It's not a joking thing. You prepare to get there. It's everything. You will disappoint your wife. You will disappoint your kids. You will be in a restaurant and you got to have meeting. What will you do? They might call your phone 4 o'clock in the morning. Are you prepared to pick up the phone? That is what I saw in this group, to see what they're doing, going around, talking to people, and mobilizing. I look at the website, the ideas that they are putting through. They talk about unity, accountability. What are they going to do for the youth? So there are a lot of things. They're engaging people, transparency, our culture. They're trying to bring it back. But now we got to give the young people a chance. If you're an older person, you're in Trenton, you listen to us today. You're in the Willowboro area. You're in the Burlington area. You're in Morrisville, in Bristol. We're not registering today again. The registration have closed, but we know your name is there. I'm telling you, I am supporting them too. Finally, I have decided to support them publicly because I saw something in there. It's not about whether I know this person or not. It's not about friendship. When it comes to serving, people who knows me, I don't joke about it. You can be my brother when you're not on the right side. I'm not willing. Little things that we must look at. 3 things we look at in life: honesty, integrity, empathy. That's the foundation of any leadership. Are you honest to what you're doing? Are you prepared to serve? I'm not going to waste no time. Yes, although they wasted my time, but I will not waste no time. I will bring them up. I see them in the background. I have the president in waiting. I know you shouldn't feel bad. Man came and say president in waiting. So, but let me bring up the vice presidential candidate first. And Madam, unmute yourself there. Can you hear me? Wallo, unmute yourself.
Okay.
Okay, how are you? I like to start from I would like to bring the woman up first before I bring the man himself that everyone is out here for. Okay, tell him to close that door. Okay, now I'm not going to waste no time. I'm also going to bring up the presidential candidate himself. You see, I'm surprised. I just push your face out there. How are you, my man? How's everything? Can you hear me?
I'm doing well.
Okay, good. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Okay, I'm just going to bring everyone up here, and so we can start our conversation. And so, how's everything going? How is the campaign? Today is the last day, and I see you making all the calls. So, what is going on right now?
So, Money Boy, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. I can hear you.
Okay. So yes, everyone's excited right now. All of the registrations are in. We completed registrations last week. As you know, we registered about 835 people on this side. And I believe the other side registered 567 people.
Okay, so let me hold you there. The election commissioner distributed the names to everybody. The names that you guys registered.
So We have actually just received some confirmations about the voter registration roll. I heard they went out about 20 minutes ago. I have not looked at it yet. So that is our next step, is going over that, because basically we only have until, tonight to go over that everything is where it needs to be.
So
But
are you
the way
satisfied? Are
that
you
the commission
satisfied?
did,
Are
when
you
we submit
satisfied?
registration,
Okay. Are you satisfied with everything so far? Are you satisfied with the registration, the names that they gave you? Everything is okay. There is no foul play so far. You are not seeing anything different.
so far as the registrations go, we have not seen anything. We still have yet to go over the finalized voter registration list and comb through it with a fine tooth comb. But as far as submitting our registrations, it was a very transparent exercise. All of the commission, we went to a commissioner's house. All of the rest of the commissioners on video. She presented how much in dollar amount and in registration amount. The same thing. I was on that video. I did see. So I know that their final number was 567, and the amount that they submitted was $17,000. So that was very true. We were all there to see that.
Okay, let me bring the main man himself, the guy who everyone decided. I said, this is the guy we're going to carry. The board members, whosoever, the young people, and I sure if Abba can go all the way back, I don't think he was expecting that at this time to say they were going to push him to go. But let me waste more time. And how are you, Mr. President? The president waiting. How are you? I can hear you. I can hear you. On me.
Good afternoon,
Okay.
General. And
Yes.
I want to greet
Yeah.
everybody here on the show, and our entire team. We're here at our campaign headquarters. As soon as you step outside the office that I'm in, and it's pandemonium out there. The excitement, the exuberance, the energy, folks are feeling it here in the city of Trenton and the metropolitan area. And people are really excited about change and young people, older people, middle ages. People are excited to see change. They want to get involved.
Guys, if you're not, you can mute. Guys, you can mute yourself because I'm listening to people talk. People listening to that at the same time they on it. So if you got a monitor, shut it off, please. Okay. So go ahead, G-Play.
Yes, I just want to say hello to everyone out there watching. This is Team G-Play Kokro. With our executive team, board members. We're just about one day to this election in the Liberian Community Association of Central Jersey in the metropolitan area, and we are excited. Our team is excited, and we're excited to serve. We're excited to serve the people here in New Jersey metropolitan area. We're excited to give back in a way that will make an impact. We have people on our team who are service minded, who are willing to serve and have the competence, and they have the know-how, skill set, and we're building a team. People are excited, people are giving, people are energized, people are believing again. And so we're just excited. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to be on the show.
If I were ask you, just tell the people one thing about tomorrow. What do you want them to do?
Tomorrow, I want them to show up and go out. That is, you want to come in here, you want to be prepared. You want to come in with ID card that has your address, and you want to come between the hours of 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Be prepared to come and vote. And when we say prepare, we mean having information that of our candidates. You want to vote Team G-Play Kokro all down the line. If you look on the screen here, you'll see a flyer of everybody whose faces you should be clicking on. That is Albert Jipley, Wallo Kokro, Ahmed Kroma, Milton, Philip Kamara, all these gentlemen who are here, and the ladies, Wayne Kerma, you have Emmanuel Mamban, Yeto Fiao, Olako Kano, Amos Azea. Vote this team for transparency, accountability, bringing back resources to our community, sure, and impact, partnership. So you're coming tomorrow. You're putting your hands you're putting this community in the hands of people who care deeply about the community.
So let me ask you, Abba, how you got into this thing? And who brought you? Who dragged you into this thing? Or because your wife, father was a former president before, so you decided, nah, I think I'm going to take it over?
No, that's not it, Honorable. I wasn't dragged into this. This is more of a service call.
Okay.
And all that it's been quite some time. I've seen the gap. I've seen the gap leadership here in our community, and it took some time to step forward. Conversations with friends and families, and of course, my wife and few colleagues, and of course my pastors, and so it really took some time to get me to this point. I had to, but and throughout this whole process, there were conversations in the back, elders that I respect, and other folks, young people, and people of my age who saw, ability in me, and that I could cut across the aisle and say, "Look, Albert, we think you'd be the man of the job." And it took me a while to get here, but let me say this: I don't have all the time on my hands, but what we do have is the ability to gather people who have the service, or have leaders, and who have respect for Constitution, and who are willing to serve. And so I'm stepping forward because I see a leadership, and I'm stepping forward because I see that this election has to be the election of our communities now, and we need to answer that call, because I think the stakes are too high. We've lost so much. Engage. People are losing interest, and young people want to see get better, and they deserve better. Elders deserve better.
That's good. So are you prepared to pick up that phone call by 4:00 in the morning, that when one of your members called you while you're sleeping and your phone ring? Are you prepared to pick it up?
Well, yeah. I mean, my phone is always on ring because I'm a businessman. I try not to miss a phone call, just because of that. But yes, to your point, when the phone rings, if I don't answer, I'll return your call within a short period of time. But I'm ready to serve, and we've put together a team of people who are also willing to serve. So this, the difference here is this: this is not a one-man show. This is not a team that's going to be. We've together a team of people who have the serve, who are willing to serve. So building a team, I understand I can't do it alone, and so that's why I put people around me who will be able to answer that call that you're talking about. So when the dial they can't get me, they're going to dial Wallo, and we're seeing that during this campaign.
But anyway, that's the fact. And let me come to Wallo. Her father. For those of you who are watching us, and someone just made a comment from all the way Atlanta, and Wallo's father been in the community for a very long time, and I'm happy to see her part of it. And, sometimes we born our kids in this country, and they just turn a brand and say, "Oh, they're labyrinthine." I'm not, but I see she's into it. She's I call the progressive lady. She's also the general. So Wallo, now you got Jipley as will be the next president. He will. and you will be the vice president, and you are lady, and women play a major role when it comes to politics, when it comes to organization. What are some of the things that you think you're going to push for? How are you going to work? How the working relationship between you and Albert so far? How's the working relationship? How you see it?
Let me move closer to
I
you
know
'cause
you're
I
at the
think my
headquarters
Wi-Fi
right
is
now.
going
You're
out.
at the headquarters, so don't worry. In
Yes.
fact, tomorrow I will make sure that this is how we're going to start making announcing the results. So you just continue. So Wallow,
Yes.
are you prepared and ready to give your 100% to Albert Chipley?
Oh, well, first of all, we're just talking about Albert. To be honest, Albert is an excellent leader. Albert is technical, he's methodological in his thinking, he listens. And when I say he listens, that is not an attribute that should be taken lightly. Because, as a lot of people probably know, Albert is a well educated man. And
He
it
looked
takes
like introvert. He's an
humility.
introvert guy, so they listen a lot.
People people think that, but he really is observing a whole lot, and it takes humility, honestly, to be someone where Albert is and still be able to sit down and listen and take the advice of other people, and to also be an empathetic leader towards other people. So yes, if we're just talking about Albert and I sit together, we talk everything out, we plan everything out. I am, yes, thus far willing to give Albert my 100%. But I will say that with one caveat: Albert will not go astray on my watch, because if there is something that is a misstep, I will look at him and I will say, Prezzo, we can't do that. And if it's wrong, I won't be a part of that. And so I think that's the dynamic we have. With each other. We can always go to each other when we see something happening, see something maybe going left, or have a difference of opinion. We sit down, we talk it out, and we come to a common ground. And that's our entire team. It's not just the two of us, right? So that's the great thing about diversity. We have all of these different minds, all of these different skill sets working together. And so we're making sure we're checking ourselves so that the missteps don't happen, so that the administrative oversights don't happen, so that people do not get forgotten along the way. And so we were very strategic in choosing our team.
Yes, I see it. Even from your campaign, I will be honest, you guys have brought different style into the entire campaigning in the Librarian Association. I've seen it a lot, and coming up a website or database to know who all you in contact with everyone. That's a good thing, and I hope you will continue. And I see the guys. I consider them to be, if they win, they will be like the House of Representatives, the board members. But I hope they will not be one of the board members who, after you bring the president, the vice president, and bring the team, and then later on you try to shift and you try to say, "Oh, I can't go to a meeting today, man. I'm tired. Hey, man, I got this gig going on." After putting all the time, are you people prepared? Let me start with the first time with my man Flex. I always like to hit on first. Flex, you got your wife, you got your kids. Are you prepared to serve? I know you were there before. You were on the board. Are you prepared and willing to do everything to make sure that this community move forward?
Thank you, Morning. It is a pleasure being here, and I just want to let you know that we are ready. We have been on this. I've been on this journey before, and I know what it takes, and I'm ready to serve my community
Yeah,
again.
I'm good. How about you?
We served this community uh, in the past administration, and our footprint and our fingerprint is on the history of the past administration. We held them accountable. Were no rubber stamp vote. We forced the past president to resign because of our pressure. The vice president resigned. The president resigned. because they refuse to follow they refuse to follow the clause in our constitution. They violated our rules and our regulations. So we push them and they resign. And that's the reason why I'm rough and ready. I'm ready to serve my community, and I'm here to stay because unity matters, transparency matters, accountability matters. This team was carefully assembled because we know that our community there was a void to be filled, and Abbott, Walu, and the entire board of directors and the executive, this is the most competent team that we have put together in this community. Our elders have done their work. They laid a foundation for us, and we are here now. And here we are here to make sure we execute what they have, the foundation they have laid out. We will move this community in the right direction. Our team is it's not a comparison. There's no comparison on the other side. What do they have to offer this community? We don't want this community to go backward anymore. And we have done our homework. You have seen our campaign. It is strategically functioning in a way that administration should function. So we're looking forward to have
Can't hear you. The audio is so bad.
Hello? So we are looking forward to tomorrow where our community members will come in large number to overwhelmingly vote our team in because they have seen what we are capable of doing. So conspiracy is second to none. Our team is
Okay. I noticed. Let me hold you there. You guys are independent thinkers, and
Yes.
from the way you do things, we talk behind closed doors. So somebody might ask you, say, but anyway, you own G-Play team.
Yes.
Tomorrow, if you win, whatever G-Play and Wallo put on the table, you will not even argue. You just feel, all right, that's my team. Whether you good or bad. So who are you representing?
I'm representing the community. I'm representing the community, and that's what I did in the past administration. We were very, very strategic in our approach in the last administration. We came in unanimously, and we worked along with the past president. Although we didn't come into prominence on the same ticket, but we chose to work along with him. We work along with him. We did so many things along with him. We assisted him. But when he decided to go on the other side and alienate our people and wanted to he refused to follow our community constitution, we have no option but to go against him. We're asking simple questions. Why aren't you communicating with the community members who voted you into office? And he refused to call meeting, and he chose people who he felt at the time were going to vote for him in the re-election because now he became unpopular. And that's the reason why his past vice president resigned, because of the pressure. Look, one of the guys that we should give respect to in this community is Mr. Peter Masakwe. Mr. Peter Masakwe refused to violate our constitution, and he honorably resigned because the president refused to follow the simple clause in our constitution. That's why that guy honorably resigned from his position. And he turned it over to him. He said, I don't want to be part of this drama. When I came into prominence, people voted me in. If you refuse to do these things, I'm not going to be part of it. That's why he resigned.
Okay, so let me hold you there. So if this team wins, it's not going to be the same thing. You're going to bring everybody together.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to unity, you people are prepared to work with everyone. It's not because I worked with you yesterday and you're doing this, so now I'm in charge. Because you will get some of us coming after you. You know that, eh?
Money, let me tell you something, right? They call me United Nations. That's my nickname. Okay. There's nothing in this community. There's no one in the community I'm not close to.
Let me hold you there. Let me hold you now because I want you to relax, because unless you want to leave, but I'm here and ready for you guys. So let me talk to my man in the car. And what is his name again? Emmanuel.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Emmanuel? And I see. Be careful. I hope you're not driving.
No,
And
I'm
you
fine.
you you are one of our. You running to contest. You contesting for one of the positions on the board, or
Yes.
you. What your position you running for?
I'm going to be one of the board of directors.
Okay, board of directors.
Yes.
So tell me why you got into it. What now? Why now you decided? I say, listen, it is time for me to get in.
I think you're aware of the problem that we've been in the community for the past maybe 10, 15 years. It's about time that we bring in new leadership that will bring the Liberian people together. For a long time, we have not had all of the activities that we used to have together. People are divided in the community. I think uh, I want to be a part of this team, and I believe in this team that we can unite the people of this community and move the community forward.
So if they vote you in, you're not going to abandon them. You're not going to tell us that you're coming to go to Liberia to run for some kind of office.
No, I mean
And don't
I'm
tell us
here.
that, oh, you know the Omar, my wife now, my wife said I can't go nowhere again. So why the president waiting for you now? Then the community is stuck because you're not there to vote, and then everything go back again. So you're telling me that you are ready.
I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. Since I came to the U.S. In '06, this is the place that I've been. I have my kids here. I work here, and I have a property here. So I'm not going anytime. I'm not going anywhere
Okay.
anytime
So
soon.
this is your first time getting into this Liberian politics, the community politics?
Yes, but I have worked. I mean, I personally I'm part of the training professional old timers as the
Okay.
benevolent
So
chairman.
you're one of the guys who say enough is enough. I think it's time we take seats.
That,
Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. I know you come back. But let me talk to Ahmed. Ahmed Kroma, what's up, my man?
Yes, how you
You
doing?
look tired. You've been calling people to vote. What's going on?
Just been getting ready, waiting for tomorrow. We worked very hard to bring this community back to the position where we want it to be, which was an opportunity for the people to hear, make sure their voice can be heard. No matter who you're voting for tomorrow, it's an exciting time that the community is coming together. Our goal is to not let this be the end. There's energy when there's elections happening, but when the elections are done, the energies tend to die and people tend to forget. So, me being around here, growing up in this community, I went to Troy High, went to Gregory Elementary School, played for Troy FC, grew up around here. My dad used to run taxes right next to Farm Fair Fee when it was right there before they broke this building down. And we've been doing business in the community for a long time. So we have a lot of clients that come here, and they've encouraged me. And Albert and Wallace encouraged me to come in and contribute to this community. The work that I've been doing is the same work I'll be doing here, which is helping the people in the community, not only the treasurer, but to help the people in the community to help grow their wealth. A united community is a stronger community. I'm always about helping business people, and I've always said the best way to help businesses is for our money to stay in our community. If we're buying from each other, the money stays here. If we're helping each other build businesses, the money stay here. If we allow the young people that are coming in to contribute and start businesses, we are able to be the resources they can reach out to, and that's one of the reasons that I'm running. Behind the scene, it's hard. It's not easy. We're all calling people. I'm very busy with other things that I do. I have a lot of stuff that I'm doing, but I try my best to contribute as much as I can, and I appreciate the leadership that Aber and Walu has done throughout this whole process. I know it's very difficult to be doing professional work and giving this energy into this campaign and into the
Yeah.
community.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
grateful to be here, and I'm thankful
So if
for
you
this
have one
opportunity.
message for the people for tomorrow, what are you going to tell them? One message for them tomorrow.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I said one message for your people to show up tomorrow. What do you want from
Oh,
them?
cut off.
Okay, let's take a short one message for your people for
Can you
tomorrow.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
I think the audio might have stopped.
Okay, let's take a short break.
One Liberian community, one future. By Munir Keshan, the general. The general says, vote Team G play. The time is now, it's our time. Let's build the Liberian community together. Team G play. One people, one community. Let's rise and stand. Hand in hand, we make the plan. New ideas, a brighter day. Together now, we lead the way. Team G play. It's time for change, it's time to grow. It's time to plant good seeds and watch them grow. Oh, every voice and every vote, lift up our community, keep it afloat. Team G play. From the old to the young women and children of our community are our pride. Respect the people, hear them when they call. One Liberia community, one Liberian home for all. Team G play. One people, one community. Let's rise and stand. Hand in hand, we make the plan. New ideas, a brighter day. Together now, we lead the way.
Okay, this is Team G Play, Team G Play, Team G Play. Don't forget, tomorrow cast your vote for Team G Play. When you enter, take your time. Don't argue with no one. Just go right in there. If you register, please, please, don't say, oh, that $30 going to go in vain. No, please. Let us go out there. I will be there myself by 8 o'clock. I'm going to cast my vote early. And I will make sure that I will come back online to see if we can do the whole 9 year where we'll be announcing the results. So
Amen.
let me
Look
go
forward
to
to see
Chipley.
you
I
tomorrow.
will come to your board member. You're not worried.
We look forward to see you tomorrow, bro.
The whole thing here is that it's about the person that's going to run the show. The board member you will sit down in your offices, because if you don't give this guy the support, then for nothing. You must give him the support. And I know what happened. Sometimes we'll bring this guy, they bring us into the forefront and they make you the president. At the end of the day, people start walking back. I know what's going to happen. There is no money in it. You're not on salary. I asked myself the question. I said, but Chipley got his office. He got to do people taxes. He got to do this one. Then again, he focusing on the Liberian community. It's for hard work. Then I see and this young lady that always smiling. She always got a smile on her face. She a progressive. Look, girl, I want to say thank you. And that at least you into the community. People will say whatever they want to say. We born our children here, but at least you standing up that yes, you showing to your friends that you are Liberian. No matter what happened, we are all Liberians. We are all Liberians. So I'm saying, if you listen to me, vote Team Jeeply. This is no hiding. This is not about friendship. It's about the truth. And we want this community to move forward. We want it to move. But I want to go to Wayne. And where is Wayne? See Wayne. He left the show again. Okay, said Wayne is there? Is Wayne here still? Okay, let me bring this other guy who finally they brought me into politics. I don't know how you got on this board. Who brought you in? Let me ask you first. And lower your voice. Finally, enough is enough. You decided to run as a board member.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Money. I appreciate it. I always call you Mr. Money. Nah, it's not like nobody brought me to this. They've been there, but people can make you to do stuff that you've been sitting on for years. And our first time when I came in the community, I met some vibrant old people that were here. But they're not here no more for a reason we don't know, and all staying away. First of when I joined this the whole election business, I joined me as independent candidate. That was me, independent candidate. But when I said that, I said I can't do this thing by myself. I need someone to guide me through it. And then when I saw the Apple and Waldo team, those are people that I know that I can talk to, hear my voice. And when I say something wrong, they will look at it, to a point that they understand and explain to me what needs to be done. That's the main reason I joined the team, because people can listen to people. They want to hear your voice. They want solution. And that's what we want in the community right now, Money.
That's good. That's good. I know we do all our talking. You on the football side, but when I saw your picture, it's like you said, let's say enough is enough. We got to sit in there. We got to talk. We got to play that role. And I want to applaud you for that, because there's nothing in it. There is no salary. There is nothing. It's your time that you want to put in. And, so that meeting, you got to make that meeting part of your schedule now, to say every last Saturday or last Sunday or whatsoever, it got to be part of your agenda. Because even if the ordinary members don't show up, you must show up. If all the officials, the board members can come to meeting, and even if the ordinary mayor don't come to, you will have a smooth government and you will understand the people. So I want to say again, thank you. And don't forget, when you get out there, you'll see my man Philip and Kamara. Don't forget, cast your vote and let the team look. Everybody wants people on the side. So I sure Ghibli want to make sure that this board wins, so he will have his agenda on the floor and it will be smooth, because actually he has a very good agenda for the Liberian people. So let me go to Wayne. Where is Wayne? I can't even see Wayne. Wayne gave her again. He gonna call. All right. And let me come back to the VP herself, Madam Vice President in waiting.
Yes,
So you are the party headquarters right now, eh?
I am. I am at the party headquarters, and there's so much excitement buzzing here.
Yes, I can hear the noise. And so, what are some of the things? What are some of the problems? If I ask you now, what the number one problem that you think that if you guys take over tomorrow, what you would tackle? What's the first problem you think on your mind to tackle?
So, Money Boy, I think the first thing we would go for is to structure and restructure this organization. I know a lot of people will say unity first, which is very important, and unity is something that we want to achieve, but we don't believe that that can be achieved without structure. We want to put committees in place. We want to take a look at the Constitution. We revise the Constitution and update it and bring it up to our time. We want to make sure that we bring professionalism to this organization. I think somebody needs to mute their phone.
And Nana Philip, somebody must mute. You mute yourself. I think people in the background talking.
We just want to look at the organization. If you look at the way our campaign is being run, we have different departments, different committees. The background work that's being done, that's not being seen, is incredible. We have our messaging team, mobilization team. We have community outreach. We have activities. And so that's indicative of the way we plan to run this community organization once we see it in place. We want to make sure that everyone is catering towards what we're expected to. We have people in the technical world. We have people that are in grants and philanthropy. We have people that are in social work. And we want to pull those people, and we want to harness all of that skill that we have right here in this community to move the whole community forward. Not just our friends, not just a small group, not just people who show up just to support us. Whether you voted for Albert or you voted for Danny, you will be able to come to us in leadership with whatever you need help with. And like I said, with the plethora of different skills and management styles we have on this team, I'm sure we will be able to help you with. But we are not know-it-alls. We're not know-it-alls. And it takes good people to know when you need help. So building partnerships with organizations like Justice for Women, with Meals on Wheels, with Capital Health to come in and help this organization build a better community for the rest of us. All of these things have been here. They're not new. These organizations have been here, but we have not harnessed that relationship with them. We have not built that rapport with them. As a matter of fact, I know something that keeps coming up, people are tired of hearing about. Albert was one of the people that advocated for us to receive hospital beds that were supposed to go back to Liberia. I don't want to speak too long about that because I don't know what happened to the beds. I don't know what the previous administration did to the
Oh
beds.
no, wait! Don't say you want to talk about it. I heard about it too myself. And you see, sometimes, and I heard, I was surprised. And I tell you, Albert is an introvert. He listen, he do things, and don't talk about it.
Right.
I will put small juice in the politics. I'm an Ellis Cummings supporter, and I know that's how he behave. He will go and do things and don't talk about it and just relax. Y'all tell about the Bears. This
Well,
wonderful
that's why
Bears
he
was
has
supposed
his
to go to
VP here.
Liberia and they made the contributions. And today, I don't know what the Bears, whether it's in McGibby or whether the Bears is somewhere sitting. So what happened with the Bears first? Is the Bears in Liberia?
We don't know if the beds are in Liberia. So Albert and Jacob Barnes advocated with Capital Health to be able to receive beds that we were to send from Liberia. There was other medical equipment included as well. And this relationship was supposed to continue so that we could get other things for back home. And then after Albert advocated to receive the beds, he then donated $1,000 to be able to ship the beds.
Wow.
Back home. Yes, and I was at that program where Albert donated that money to ship the beds. Sometime later, Albert made some phone calls. He made some private phone calls, and he publicly requested a report about what happened to the beds and what happened to the money that was donated to ship the beds. There was no report given. At some point, we found out that those beds were being stored in the former president Anthony Pea's backyard with a tarp over them. So if you can imagine what hospital beds look like, how they're made electronically and things like that, and being exposed to elements that are outside for months at a time. Some more time passed and we watched a video where there was about 15 people in a room, including Danny Watkins, who had now taken control, or was now calling himself calling himself president of Liberian Community Association. Those 15 to people, 20 people took a vote to give the beds back to the former president, Anthony Pea, so that he can use them as political ambition when he goes back home. So Anthony is now running for a Senate seat in
So,
Liberia.
well, excuse me, you said that the present administration took a vote and said Anthony can use the bed to run for his office.
Yes. And
Wow.
so after that, though, now the beds are not only they were never in possession of, the true LCA at that point, but now there's no one to hold responsible for a report about what happened to the beds. Did they reach a hospital? Did they reach several hospitals? Did they even go to Liberia? The day of the debate, we heard two different things. When I was debating the Vice President Eve, she said that the hospital beds were on the way. When Danny Watkins was asked where the beds were, he said that the beds were there. I don't see a picture, a video, or anything of those beds being given to anybody, let alone even in the name of the LCA. So I know it's a sore spot that keeps coming up, but what it is an example of the mismanagement that we cannot tolerate. It's an example of things that happen that cause a rift between our organizations and other organizations that can help us here and back home. Listen, Capital Health is a huge organization, not to be taken lightly. And so if you ruffle the feathers of an organization that large that way and destroy your relationship with them, where are we going to receive the help for our fellow people back home? Um, these are the things that we want to step in and we want to stop. These are the things that
So
vice
let me hold you there. You think that Albert, you and the rest of the team can rebuild that relationship that was broken over 5 years and You think you can bring it back?
I definitely think we can. I think that, and that's why I started with structure, because under restructuring is also rebranding. We plan to go back and reestablish all of those relationships, not just with Capital Health, with our local politicians, with Ark Mercer, establish new relationships with places like Wood School and different things like that. So, yes, this is going to be our opportunity. We're going to use our professionalism, our know how. We all know Albert's background, his business background. I myself have been in corporate affairs in the pharmaceutical industry for over 15 years. And so we're going to bring that technical background that we have and we're going to apply it here in this organization. And we're going to take LCA of Central New Jersey and metropolitan areas to new heights.
Okay. So
And,
what
and
are some of the things you have on your platform for the youth of the communities? Because you notice that, but I think it's much better where our children are all in different small corners doing the little thing, and we'll pass by and say, oh, anyway, they're American children, but they all have African parents. They're all Liberian kids, yes, but they were
right,
born here. What are some
that's
of the programs to encourage them that say, oh, I got to be part of the Liberian Association?
That's right. And that's a good question because Money Boy, I say it every day, as the generations go further and further, our culture is being lost. Our culture is being dismissed and lost. Myself, it was said, and Money Boy, you know my history. You brought up my father, but besides my
Yeah,
father, you knew my grandfather, you knew Harry Greaves, you knew the
yeah,
whole side of my mother's family.
yeah.
So you know my roots and connections to Liberia are very deep. And fortunately, I had a family that taught me those roots and put it in front of me so that I could know. Every child does not have that family. So we do plan to implement number one mentoring programs, whether they're for career, whether they're for lifestyle. We also have some plans to, hopefully we can have some cultural classes, some maybe sewing classes. We have women, so many women in this area. Look how many people sew our clothes when we're going out. If we can bring them in and say, listen, can you teach our kids? Give them an opportunity to learn your craft. And not only learn your craft, but teach them the origin of what you're doing. Our food. I mean, one thing, if you came to our campaign headquarters during any one of our events, we had the best food in Trenton. We had the best food in this spot. I mean, nobody else was eating anywhere else during our events. And those women, those people who we don't see all the time because they're in the background cooking and frying and filling our stomachs, they can teach our young girls to do the same thing. So I go to other people's cultural events, Nigerians, for example, even some Hispanic cultures, and I see that they are so traditional. They are so traditional in all of their events, and their kids are there just watching and soaking it up just because they're there. And so we plan to do that on this side as well.
And you talk about culture. I will bring Albert on, but I love what he said that I don't even have, if you call me and don't get me, it don't have to be my phone. You can still call the vice president. So it's like that connection is there. Say it don't have to be about Albert. So it's not about Albert, but it's a teamwork. How can we preserve our culture in this country? How we raise our kids? You talk about culture. Ain't nobody, in our brother, we whip children, we do this, we do a lot of things to our kids. That some of us don't will sit and say, it's head. We might used to abuse also. But that is our culture. We say, how are you, sir? We respect our older ones. Our elders will respect that. Would the Liberian community be willing? Because sometimes we know how the parents treat the kids and social worker coming there. Maybe you can stand up and say, listen, this is how we do it, but we know you can do it this way. So maybe you can even talk to the parents. Say, yes, you can go hard on the kids, but remember we're in America. So what are some of the plans? Maybe you or Abba can come in, but since you are the woman, I want you to say something and to speak on that.
So I'll say something along those lines. So, that's one thing I always, and people question me about this, and it's so funny. My mother was the queen of saying this. We're not raising y'all like these American children out here. So even though I grew up in here in the States, I am a native of Trenton, New Jersey. I was very much raised like a Liberian child. So, for example, sleepovers, we didn't do those things.
Yes.
We just didn't hang at people's houses. We didn't go to people's houses. Our parents didn't know. We didn't stay too long after school. And, of course, I'm grown now and I think the statute of limitations has passed, so my parents can't get in trouble. But I got beaten when I did the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
my my children, Money Boy, came up a lot in my parents' house. When I started to have my kids, my parents were still walking around in Bible, and they were, typical Liberian parents, if grandparents, if they didn't see my children for 2 or 3 days, they were knocking on my door and acting like, they were going to call out a whole task force to come get them. So my children, of course, got that as well. What I see with our group also is Albert and I, his wife, to some of the women that are in the kitchen, we're together so much that we've almost formed a family. We formed what you would call a village here. And so what that means is that no one in this group will see my child somewhere and doing the wrong thing and think that they can't speak to her because that's Walu's child. We all know the same rules apply as applied with our parents. So we have not deviated from the same plans that our parents have. Um, I was just commending Amos's daughter the other day when we had our launch. She just graduated from college. She came to our launch. She did people's blood pressure. She gave out pamphlets, describing what's going on and things like that. So our children are right here with us. They're watching what we are doing. If Flex had not gotten there yet, his daughter was able to get up and off the top of her head give a speech. She told people what position her father was running for and what he plans to do for this community. So that is training right there without even meaning to do it. It's the same way I learned. Everybody says, oh, she wasn't here, she wasn't around. I've been serving leadership in this community water since I was 4 years old. And that's how I learn. And that's how our children are going to learn too. And along the line, yes, we're going to implement some education. We're going to implement some innovation because we want them to be innovative. We want our children to be able to compete out there in the regular world. But when they go out there, they're going to carry that Liberian flag with them.
Yeah, and I hope this administration will look into that constitution and change some stuff, because it was disheartening to hear at the time when you were on the team and they said, oh, but she's not been around. I said, Liberians, we are racist, most of us.
Right.
You see a man, Kokro, who served in a community, daughter or son, whether they want to come today or they came yesterday, you cannot stop them. So it need to be open to everyone. Got to make it flexible. You got to sit down and that constitution. We got to make it, because things are changing. We can't sit back and say you must attend meeting, you must do this, because when you set these things up, the corrupt politician, like what Anthony did, he used the constitution and suppressed people from voting, because we put in there that if you don't attend meetings, you will not vote. In America, if your credit is bad, you still vote. And consider, yes, people who want to run for office, we expect you to pay up to date. But I don't think dues should even stop anyone from voting.
Exactly.
I don't think
Right about
dues
that.
should stop anyone from even collecting bereavement money. When you collect that money, you subtract what I owe, the money still right back with the association and make it easy. Now, in fact, I don't know why I even give you all the secret, but anyway.
So, Money Boy,
we'll
I'm
make
just going to say
sure-
one thing before you move forward. Luckily, I broke that glass ceiling. So us Americo-Liberians can feel free to be a part of the organization as well. But with that, I'm going to bid you all goodbye, because I do have what we call one of our Liberian nieces in the community. She graduated from college, and I'm going to MC her program and celebrate her. So I'm going to leave my president and the rest of our teammates to fill you in on our team. Thank you for having us on. Good night.
So let's go to Albert. Albert, if we ask someone today, what are some of the biggest challenges that we face in our community? People will give long lists of stuff. But what are the most challenging thing that coming into this place, that if you're president tomorrow, this is what you're looking at. You say, wow, these are some of the things that were happening, and now I'm in charge. What are some of, what if I ask you, what is the first thing that happening in this community? The biggest challenge that facing the Liberian community? Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
There are so many things that facing the community, and I will wait for hours, but I just want to check.
Okay, yes, you come in, because it's very important.
Transparency is one key thing. And another thing is that the structure of this community need to be put in place. The structure need to be put in place so that.
Okay, Albert is back.
Do you want Albert to continue right now?
Okay, just go 30 seconds and then we'll switch it over to Albert.
Yeah, the structure need to be put in place so that we can keep a database of all Liberians that live within our jurisdiction. When we do that, we are able to have a seat at the table with local government officials, governors who need our vote. If we don't have those structure in place to keep data of our people, wherever they live, you live in New Jersey, you live in South Jersey, wherever Pennsylvania, you live in Bristol, Leviton, want to keep database of our people. So when they ask us how many Liberians live in this area, we'll be able to tell them, oh, we have 2,000, we have 10,000 Liberians within central New Jersey. We have to give those numbers. And when you election is about numbers. So when you're telling people, when you're telling local government officials that you have 2,000 or 10,000 Liberians live here, you get their attention. So they know, oh yeah, if I talk to this guy, I don't have to go and run after 10,000 or 2,000 people. I will just talk to this guy. He will galvanize his people and they will vote for me. So you have easy route. That's why they go to community. They come to local organizations and seek their leadership assistance or their support. So when we have those database in place, now we have assistance. We'll be able to seek for grant and other things.
Yeah,
so many things that we can do. Look, this team is so diverse and so unique. Failure is not even an option. Failure, we will do the work. We are willing to do this work. And based on my observation of Albert and Walu, there are people who listen. And I want our listening audience, our voters, to vote on competence. We have the most competent team assembled here. It is not a competition. There's no way in the world that you can take any other team against us. We have the technical know-how. We have individuals who have been sitting on the back end for so long. They don't want to be part of drama. But now, since they came in contact with us, look, there are so many people that are willing to give their assistance. Our campaign, they voting. People pay for those that couldn't afford. That's how our campaign. We're able to register more people. It is not our own personal fund. It is Liberians. People live in Princeton. People live in Somerset. People live in Freehold. They want to take part in this community. People live in Princeton. People live in Willingboro. People live in Plainsboro, West Windsor. West Windsor have the highest high school rating in the country. So if people live in those areas, they live there for a reason. They don't want to be part of drama. So when these people come in and say, "Oh, no, I'm a Liberian. I want to be part of your team because I see that you guys have good things going on," and what is it that you guys want me to do? When they're asking those questions, you might know that they see something in us. So I just want to encourage our people tomorrow. Come out, support this team. This is a team that you can call to action. You question us, we will listen. We're ready to serve, and we will take our community to the next level.
Okay, and Albert, I want to expand on this because you got your hand full. And if you ask me, if I would say before I even ask you, the biggest problem is dishonesty in the community, lack of information, corruption. Because once you're dishonest, you corrupt, and they're not telling the people the truth, like database. how many people voted the last election? And when you ask, they can't even give you nothing. And now today, you guys have registered X amount of members. That's something you can start with, plus the other 500 from the other side. I hope they come together. So if you want to expand on what Felix was talking about, some of the problems that you yourself see, what's holding us back, what been some of the issues in the community, that every time we have election, it's a problem. Every time we have election, it's a problem.
Maybe I can start talking while Abo is getting set.
Okay.
I can't hear nothing. Money budget ask her.
Yes,
Did
I
he ask
said
something?
yes. And
Hello?
he's
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Ahmed,
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
I can hear Ahmed. Ahmed, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, but we can hear Abbott and Ahmed.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, Abbott,
think Abbott's
Ahmed,
having
come
some
in.
problem
What are
with
some of the things that you notice in the
Yeah, I can hear
community
you.
that they're having this problem? That been keeping the community backward. What are some of the problems you have noticed?
I think one of the big problem is us respecting each other. If you respect someone and you're willing to work with them, it's very difficult for you guys to have a disagreement by cursing each other. I see people at each other's throat all the time, and we're all angry at each other. And growing up here, one of the things that some of us grew back home, if you talk back to somebody that's older than you, you're gonna get a slap. So, but for some reason, some of those respect have disappeared a little bit, and the community is set back. So I would say is a unity has to come part in it. And those right, respecting each other's opinions, each other's view. And that's what makes this team so great, because we might have different exposure, different ways of thinking, but when we sit down, we respect each other's ideas. No matter how bad the idea is, we're willing to listen. We're willing to say, okay, you have something, there's no bad idea. We're willing to say, you say what you have to say, because people want to be heard. People want to be listened to. And it's one of the problems when people talk and everybody's like, no, I don't want to listen to you. It makes things very difficult to move forward. So it's one of the things that we stress more on: community, respecting each other's idea, and willing to work with each other. And once we start doing things like that, working with each other, understanding what each other's want, and understanding what the community needs. As Albert fixes computer, that's one of the things that I really stress on, is respecting each other's view. That alone can bring the start. It can start things that we want.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. I'll tell you, Ben, there, president for the Liberian Association, the disrespect. When someone is speaking, no matter what coming out of the mouth, let them speak. Let them have the time, not to shut them off. And when you shut them off, if the leader is sitting there and don't say anything, that man or that lady will not come back to a meeting anymore. So don't want to be bothered and say, okay, fine, I'm done. And that alone kill people, because the corrupt ones, that's what they want. That is what they want. They want you to leave. They want to disturb you. They want to, so when you leave, it's okay for them. You know, like in other communities where they will say they will suppress education so you can't come out. And Albert, can you hear us now? I think your phone is muted, Albert.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Albert,
Okay, good.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so Albert, what are some of the things that you notice? Because every time we have elections, there's a problem. Maybe it's a disrespect, dishonesty, all kinds of things. So now you coming in, and you will come in. What are some of the things that you notice on your own that is a problem in our community?
Sure. Thank you, Money Bob. That's a very good question. Not to dwell too much on what we have not done as a community, because every community has its own challenge. I think Liberian Community Association across the U.S. face different challenges. Other organizations face different challenges. I would say in general, what we've studied as a team is we know that there's a tendency of lack. There's a lack of reporting. Transparency is an issue in our community. The idea that we're not such a structured group, And so that's why we came up with this, that's why we came up with our 4 pillars and say, you know what? If we're going to have a community that is stronger and more organized, we have to start with these things. But yeah, in terms of problems, there are a plethora of things that we can continue to name here. But you and I know that it's about the future and what we can build together, not not about looking at the past. Of course, the past will inform us, so that we'll be able to govern ourselves in a way that will lead. And like I said, we've studied it and we've come to a place where we say, you know what? We have to put in place strong governance structure. We have to partner up with all these organizations and other nonprofit and of course local official. And these are all things that we teach our kids. When you walk in when I walk in your home, I can spend a day with you and I know how successful you'll be by
Yeah.
just looking at a few things. I walk in your home. If I see structure, the kids come home from school, they pick up their book bag, they eat their food, they sit down, they do their homework. That's structure,
Yeah.
right? That's what we're talking about. And then they have partnership. The kids are going to school. They have different activities going on. They're in church. They're in different groups. That's partnership. That's giving them leadership abilities. And then you teach your kids not to steal, not to take people's money. That's transparency. That's accountability. You hold your kids accountable. So these are all things that we teach our kids. What are we doing? We're bringing it into the larger platform here.
Yep.
And of course, community engagement. You want
Yeah.
your kids to be able. You want a well-rounded kids. And so what you teach your kids is, hey, I don't want you to just be secluded and sitting in the house. I want you to go out. I want you to mingle with other kids. So I want you to have this relationship with other children. So what we've done is we've narrowed down our vision into 4 pillars, and those are fundamental. And we say, look, if we can do that, we can achieve that. And not only that, Moneyball, but we're going to hold ourselves to some timeline, some timetable, and say, you know what, by in the first 6 months, 3 months, let's have this done. We want to have the database to a certain point. We want to have committees structured to be looking at the Constitution and different things. We're going to have these partnerships and having meetings with different organizations. And we're going to start engaging the community more and more. Every time we're going to have these workshops, different ways to engage the community. So we are ready and we have the fortitude, we have the team, we have the skill set, we have the knowledge, and we're ready to lead.
Yes. You said something that just caught my. You said we shouldn't look backward. What's happened before? We can move forward with our new ideas. So not to put the blame because the disrespect, the what's up, but now it comes from the head. And I tell you, when they're rotting from the head, the whole body rotting. So when they see the president, he's so disciplined, and if he set an example, he start for himself, the other people will follow. So that's a good one. Not to look back because we said, and yes, the past tell us about the future. The disrespect, the people don't even know what is going on. And I tell you, get from your campaign. I know that you have a database. The campaign is totally different from what I've seen in the Liberian community. The information that goes out there, every day there's information, and having meetings and upon meetings and making it real. I hope that when you're in charge, we'll have a head office where people can go, Liberian kids can go there, people, other nationality can go there and know about Liberia. So these are the things that we all need to push for. Those of you who are listening to us, if you're in the Trenton area, you're in the Willenboro, you're in the Bensalem, and you register, you got from 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Go and cast your vote. When you get there, look for Team Gplay and you cast. It's very easy to find. It's very, very easy. And you'll see the board members there and you can cast your vote. We want a better government. And I'm saying it again. It's not about friendship. I know Watson very much. Where is my younger brother? But community is what matters. It's not country first. So I support Gplay for president. He's not to say he never called me or asked me anything. I just look at the two candidates and I say who is more prepared. They are all fine men. They are all family people, family men. But let us be honest and let us make sure to take Liberia to the next place. We cannot be doing the same old business. We can't be doing the same thing and we expect new results. It's impossible. New vision, new innovation, everything. Our youth, you see our youth parading. And it's not about Trenton alone. He's from Burlington. You see, that's what makes it good. He's from Burlington. I think the last time they had a Burlington president was one Amadou. Been a very long time. It's not about Trenton. It's about all the Liberian communities. And they have opened it in a way to say, listen, whether you're Ma, American, your Pa, Liberian, we consider you as a Liberian. These are the kind of things we're looking for. So let me go to and Flex. Flex, I know you're going to win. You will have a very hectic job on that board. Whatever you vote for, they will criticize you. Even you vote against it, they will criticize you. One, because when you vote for it and Jipley won it, they will say, oh, but I remember. If you vote against Jipley again, some people will be in there and say, but why the Flex man just voted against us? That's why I asked the question again. Yes, you support him and his team here. You guys are independent minds. Yes, you support Jipley, but you have your independent mind. What is right is what you go by. And thank God, you'll have a guy who you'll put in the front that listen. He don't just talk, but he listens to everything and then he reacts. So he gave everybody the opportunity to speak. Because they said the leader must listen and you will take something from somebody. And when you add them together, he's the best leader. That's why they say leader must listen. So what are some of the things that you think that this administration, when it comes to power, that you want them to look at first?
One of the things is financial responsibility. Financial responsibility, it comes with you prioritizing what is important to the community before you spend the community people money.
Yeah.
And, you know, in the past administration, it wasn't that way. All right. If you look at the bank record, it is clear. It is visible. That's why the other guy that's parading, that calling himself president, he's not even willing to give financial. If he can show me the bank statement of his group, then it will be okay. But you know, people are not financially disciplined, and this is something that our administration will be very, very key. Even our campaign team, you can look at a website, you can look at the chat line. We posted every penny that was contributed.
Yes, good. I was going to talk about it anyway, but just go ahead.
Our ladies, the full sale, the following day, we don't wait 3 days, don't wait 4 days. The following day, they would give us a total breakdown of what they spend and what they're spending on and how much was generated. And they will submit that to the president, and then he will post it. He will post it. If that chicken should have bought, the amount will be there. And if the Acheke is the template of Acheke was so, they will mention it. You know, these things, they look very, very common and look simple, but it takes a lot of discipline to be to gain people trust. Like I mentioned to you earlier, our campaign team is not self-funded. What is funded by people in this community, Liberians, that live in different part of our jurisdiction, from Pennsylvania to New Jersey. So you know these things, people need to gain the trust of your leader. I mean of your member. Then they will do more. There are people in this community that are willing to do a lot more, but if they don't trust the leadership, they won't contribute.
Yeah.
So one aspect of it I want, and again, I can't stress this enough. Tomorrow is a big day for our community.
Yeah.
I want to encourage you as a member, those of you who register under our team or register even on Denny's team. You may register on Denny's team, but you see the vision is clear. Youth empowerment. Our campaign is grassroots funded. You know, unity. Look, we have a few guys on our team, right? I will mention this again. Yesterday I did. The other day we had an interview. I did mention it again. college prep for our young children who coming out of high school. Some of them don't even know what they're going to study in college, right? But when they sit down with individual like Abbott, like myself, like Wayne, like Walu, they see someone that they can emulate. They see a role model sitting in front of them.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
ask them question, like Professor Mumbo. Professor Momo is like he was an adjunct professor at Mercer County Community College in Rutgers. So he can literally sit down and tell you, okay, you're going to college. This is where you should apply. This is the grant that is available for you. If you get this, if you maintain this GPA, they will give you this funding throughout your college days. So SAT prep, people don't know this. Look, I'm not something, right? My kids graduating from high school, right? The SAT prep, I bought the book, SAT prep book. My daughter, the school that accepted her, these are Ivy League schools. But guess what? They didn't go to the school because they got full funding for other universities like Rockwell University. So they went to college for free. You understand? So if you have that, an individual who can point our kids in the right direction and prepare them for college and call them to a seminar at the community center and educate them. Oh, when you're going, what you planning on doing? Oh, I plan on doing this. I plan on doing that. Okay. Have you spoken to your advisor? They will tell you when you go to school, talk to this person, ask these questions and stuff like that. These things means a lot to us, to our community, and encourage our kids to see other kids excelling and want to do the same thing. So if you see a leadership like Abbott, you see a person like Wayne Cameron, you see a person like Walu, you see a person like Ahmed, who is a financial he did business in college. That's why he have a degree in, and other individuals that are on our team. And you don't necessarily have to go to college. Not everyone have to go to college, but guess what? There are other individuals. I have a friend here who own a HVAC business, a successful one too. He's willing to give his assistant, to lend his assistant to our community kids. Those of them who want to go in that direction, those who want to go to different field. So our administration will be an administration that you can trust, role models, people you can look up to. And I can't stress this enough. But tomorrow, it will be a deciding factor in these elections. And I want our community people to come out tomorrow, vote for Team Abba Jible and Walu Kokro, along with me.
And you see, you said it all. And some of our people, for those of you who are listening to me, like Albert is the one who rescued the Liberia Association in Williamboro before when it comes to the taxes. So he knows exactly, he helped them to prepare the tax. But at that time, I was not the president. And then I showed he's going to do the same for you guys. And this team, when I look at your team, and someone called me, they're the only people. I said, listen to me. Why we think that only corrupt individuals and people who with no vision should always be in power? Why? And I know that no disrespect to anyone. If I sit back, I could point out people. I say, listen, you need not to serve in communities anymore. It is time that people need to set aside, let the young people with new ideas come in to lead, because our children are out there. If my son or my daughter see Albert passing by with his wife, say, who's that? The president? Oh, wow, he's look different. He's now with it. Those days people feel that when you president in Trenton, you gotta be causing somebody, or you gotta sit somewhere and only knock bottle 24 hours. That's how they did it before. And they will fight you, Albert. If you win, they will still fight you. They will think that they will subdue you in a way that you will go back to the thing. So, but we'll be there, because that's why some of us refuse to be part of it. We just sit back and say, listen, I can't go waste my time in Trenton and the whole day we're doing the same thing over and over. Yes, I can drink. Yes, I can take my one or two, but that's not how we do business. And I want to say this, and those of you who are listening to me, you will not regret it. I'm not giving you 100%, but I can tell you 99% failure is not on their side. For what I have seen so far, what they have done with the campaign, they hold themselves accountable on money that they themselves can use. Their own money, they put it there, people contribute. And they say, this is what we collect our own. One of the conference called the other day. And they talk about it. And everyone, I was surprised that people were so patient. For the first time, I sat in that meeting. I drove, I went to the airport, I came back, and Jacob was chairing that meeting, and everybody was able to say this. And we disagree. For me, I could disagree with people, and I disagree with 2-3%, and nobody even fired back at me. I said, wow. And I did it deliberately to disagree, to make it look and see if they were going to check me up and just, I said, oh, okay. You see, that's why I say, I'm sorry that we're not able to get in, but I told the other people on the other side, I said, listen to me, we are friends, but this is the team that we all, and I believe that if this team win, they will do better. They will not treat you, whether you're from the other side or whether you never went to school or whether you're not working. You know, we got to bring us together, so that unity got to be there. But the structure got to be there. They want to see it in the leadership. They want to see it. So those of you who are around Albert, the president, the vice president, the secretary, the financial secretary, the board members, even if the other people don't come to meeting, you must be to meeting. You got to be there to make it work. That the people money. So even if I don't go to meeting and I see that I'm afraid $5 I put there, you're doing something good about it, I'm happy. So there are a lot of things you're going to do, Albert. We will share the ideas, we'll do whatsoever, but you will win. Tomorrow you will win. And we're not saying it like we are prophets, or we're not going over our heads. But at the same time, at the end of the day, everyone is a winner. And I want to understand that. And I said it before today, because there's no two parties. There are one group, but with different ideas. So if you win, the other side wins, and you must put it on record, because if I lose an election, it is your responsibility to bring me in. It is your responsibility to make me feel comfortable that I will work. If I can't work, then I say, okay, I got the man on record, I did everything, then I can move on. But sometimes we want to use that power hands, that hard hands, and say, yes, I'm the new president. But I'm seeing you, because your team, you have a team. It's a teamwork. It's not Albert alone, and you got a strong VP. It's not a regret. You can't regret it why you selected her, because she just there. And I show when you try to twist it, you know, almost like in the home, they say the woman is the neck, the man is the head. Without the neck, there's no head. So get ready. And for those of you guys, but let me give you your closing. We have spent 1 hour, 30 minutes, over 30 minutes now. And this conversation right now, they are listeners in Sano, and I will replay it tomorrow, 6 o'clock in America, and which is 10 o'clock in Liberia, and it will be live on radio. So there are people texting me whether they can make a call. They will not talk to you in Liberia, so just listen to us, that's all. So guys, Albert, you got my support, and everyone got my support, but let me give you the opportunity to talk to your people what you want tomorrow, and what as someone give them your passionate appeal that when they come back, because listen, talk to the people from the other side. They might cast a vote for you. Tell them.
All right. So, my people, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for participating. For those of you who have registered, for those of you who have made phone calls to relatives, even though you don't live in a jurisdiction, for those of you who have mobilized, for those of you who have been part of this process, for those of you who have given your resources, your time, your energy. No one wants to give their time and energy to something and don't see it blossom. I know on our side, the Jeepley Kokro side, with all of our executive and board members, we've contributed an enormous amount of time and energy. If you were to quantify that time, it's worth several $100,000. And so on this side, we feel confident in what's going to happen tomorrow, and but we still don't want to be too comfortable. And so here's our appeal, folks. If you know a friend or relative, someone who may not be able to get to the polls, call them first thing tomorrow morning. Encourage them to come out and vote. And if you if you know someone in the Trenton area who may be feeling reluctant about the election, encourage them and tell them to, encourage them and remind them about how important this election is. Now, we are so excited. The reason that this team is so excited is because we see the energy from old folks to young folks, and we have a vision that is inclusive of everyone. We've already started having conversations on our team that has to do with a presumptive leadership. That is incorporating people from the other side. So when we win on day one, we know we're going to be reaching our hands to folks on the other side and say, "Hey, come and join us." Where we one community forward together. We are moving forward, and we're moving forward because we have a bigger we you know the stakes are too high. Um, Immediately after winning this election, we want to start engaging local officials. We want to start putting structure in place. So the elections are so encourage someone to go to the polls, and when they do go to the polls, you want to remind them to vote for Tim Jipley Kokro. What does that mean? That means when you check off Albert Jipley, you automatically check off Walu Kokro. If you check off Walu, you automatically check off Albert. But besides, you want to come down to Milton Kra, you want to come down to Ahmed Kroma, you want to come down to May Taylor, and then you're going to look at the board members. You're going to check off Amos Azea, you're going to check off Wayne Kroma, you're going to check off Yeto Fiawu, you're going to check off Olako Kanu, and then you're going to see Philip Kamara and Emmanuel Mambandi right there. You're going to check them off as well because you're voting for accountability, you're voting for structure, you're voting for transparency, and you lastly you want to check off our incoming doctor, whose celebration we're going to do tomorrow, Mr. Boyman Goba. Check off Boyman because you want someone on this team. We have a diverse team. Depth, your depth and width of this team is incredible. Uh, Folks from every background you can possible. We've got Amos who is an IT with an IT background. We've got Boema with a healthcare background. We've got Olako, who is an entrepreneur. We've got Philip, a mentor and someone who has worked, who worked professionally. We've got Mr. Wayne Kruma, a civil servant and a professional studying for his PhD. We've got Emmanuel Mambandi, another young professional and someone who is a servant leader. We've got Yeto Fiawu, another manager on her job and servant leader. So we've got all these candidates. We've got Mr. Milton Kra, a young professional. We've got Mr. Ahmed Kroma, who owns a tax practice and a construction company here in the city of Trenton. We've got Mother May Taylor, a prayer warrior and a minister of the gospel. Wonderful team, and I can't tell you enough about Walu. Now, but this election is not about titles, it's about service. The team of people you're electing, these are servant leaders. Vote this team, and you will win. You'll be voting for yourself. I yield.
Okay, let me hear from hold on a minute. Let me hear from you and Felix. Then we'll go to Ahmed to go about closing.
Thank you again, Monique.
Yes, and what you said, Eunice. I don't know how to. I've not fixed it before.
Hello.
Oh, you know I'm getting
Monique, we hear you. Hello?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Again, thank you so much for having me on the show and the rest of the team. The election, this election is it is a big turning point in our community. It is time for us to move our community forward. We are not going backwards anymore. It is time for you, the voters, to please come out tomorrow and support this team that you have been behind since the onset of this entire campaign process. Together, we can build a stronger community, a better future, and rooted in accountability, rooted in youth empowerment, rooted in unity and restoration of our integrity. The tangible that we will deliver, it is immense. And I want to encourage all of you to please come out tomorrow and support this team. We have competent and a great group of individuals who are ready to turn the page on this community. To our elders, we want to thank you guys so much for laying the foundation that we are here today. It is because of you guys that we have the opportunity to serve. And want to also encourage all of you to come out tomorrow. It's no turning back. It is forward ever, backward never. Together we can build a stronger community. Thank you again, Moni, for having me and the rest of the team.
Okay, let's hear from Ahmed.
Thank you so much to the host for having this wonderful show. And tomorrow is a happy day for the Liberian community in the Trenton area. I am excited and I am happy for what's happened. It's been a long time since this community has seen this kind of energy. And whatever happens tomorrow, we have won as a community. Now, I am running for treasurer because I believe in self-empowerment. I believe that our community together can grow beyond measure. And just an example, if a business open in our community and each Liberian in this community, 3,000 or more, contribute just $50 to that business. You come and buy or use their service $50. That business is raising $150,000. That is money that is staying in our community. That is us empowering our community. If we decide to support each other, if we decide to come together, that same money can trickle down to Liberia. That is what we're fighting for. We're fighting to bring unity. This world is changing. There's so many things happening around us, but a community that is stronger can survive anything. And that's what we're fighting for. A leader like Albert and Walu are here to lead us, to bring our community together, for us to support each other, to be there for each other. Yes, we want local community. We want local people to come in and local businesses, and we want to officials. We want to go to the government and ask for these things for them to do for us. But it starts with us working for ourselves first. It starts with us using our assets. If someone has a business, you can hire a Liberian. If someone working a bigger government official business or work for a government, you can bring a Liberian in. If you work for a private business that's a big four, you can bring a Liberian in to work for you. When I got out of college, most of my friends there, their GPA wasn't high, but due to connection their fathers had, they had job right away. There was a job waiting for them. And we have Liberians here that have access. But how do we gain access to that? How do our kids gain access to that? It's by us being together. And tomorrow is the start of that. So I'm happy for everything that's happened. And I'm happy for Albert taking this opportunity to make the sacrifice to be here. And while everybody that's running, whether it's our side or their side, we are all passionate about bringing this community back together. Whether it's here, Liberia, everywhere in America. I'm excited. Tomorrow is a happy day for everyone. Whoever you vote for, after this election, let's come together. Thank you so much. And thank you for the host for having this event with us. Thank you so much.
Okay, before you leave, and before I let you guys go, please wait. Nobody should leave my show right now.
We are sending rest to Liberia. American Fireball. Come to J1 shop. The rest is available in Liberia. 50 pounds, 100 pounds. $90, 100 pounds. 50 pounds, $45. Deliver to your house, pay today and get it tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Welcome to J1 Shop. The shop that you come to is one and all. Are you looking for J1? Or you looking for me? Come to J1 Shop. You will find me. I love J1 Shop. I mean, you get everything.
No, I can't. You don't can yet. Welcome to J1 Shop. This shop for you.
J1 has it all. The best of the best. We are sending rest to Liberia. American Fireball. Come to J1 shop. The rest is available in Liberia. 50 pounds, 100 pounds. $90, 100 pounds. 50 pounds, $45. Deliver to your house, pay today and get it tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Okay, so that's the J1 shop in Trenton, New Jersey, and one of the older shop there where everybody go and shopping. Man, Ahmed, I like what you said, and your closing is powerful, and I hope Liberians will listen, and we must put you guys in charge of that community to move us from A to B. And when you set up that whole financial thing, that even the next people that will take over will understand that, yes, things were done the way it's supposed to be. So I wish you the best of luck, and I hope they cast a vote, and I will cast my vote tomorrow, and I will be there. And for those of you who are listening, don't forget the team Gplay up and down. Go ahead and cast your vote and do what is right for your community. It's not about whether I know you or not, but just do the right thing. That for the first time, we have young people in charge and people who are doing good for themselves. That our children will look up to and say, wow, this is the community man we're looking at. This is the financial guy, this is the secretary, and to show some respect and discipline. So I want to say thank you very much for listening to us, for watching us. Ahmed, have a blessed day, and God bless you, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, so let me just close with this music again.
One Liberian community, one future. By Munir Keshan, the general. The general says, vote Team G play. The time is now, it's our time. Let's build the Liberian community together. Team G play. One people, one community. Let's rise and stand. Hand in hand, we make the plan. New ideas, a brighter day. Together now, we lead the way. Team G play. It's time for change, it's time to grow.
has a problem with Lupita playing Helen of Troy. But here's what I'm saying. If ancient Greece is indebted to Egypt for its culture and civilization, they said this themselves.